Today's review is Fruits Baskets. Fruits Basket. Basket. So I know there's a lot of differences between the comic and the anime, but I don't care. We're just going to talk about the anime. Animated by Studio Dean, the same people who also did Read or Die and JIKI Shoujo. This one's a lot older, about 10 years older. It's made back in 2001. And I do remember 10 years ago when it came out, everybody was just like, oh my gosh, Fruits Baskets! Basket! Fruits Basket! I just wasn't interested back then. Now, the real reason why I started watching Fruits Baskets 10 years later was because I was trying to look up something that I can watch with my kid, something appropriate for a toddler. And halfway through the series, I'm like, who said that? Who said this was appropriate enough for a toddler? No? Okay, maybe like the beginning is, but then when you get into everyone's backstory, appropriate for a toddler? Really? I hate you, Yahoo Answers. Like, for example, this is my kid. We're watching Fruits Basket. Oh, yay, this is so exciting. And then, oh, wait a minute. Oh god. So the plot seems kind of typical. High school girl whose parents died lives by herself, super poor, and somehow moves in with a lot of dudes. So like a reverse harem type of thing. The supernatural part of it all is that all of these guys are part of this family who are cursed. Like when they are under a lot of stress or hugged by the opposite sex, they turn into one of the 12 zodiacs. So let's say the guy that has the rabbit zodiac curse, you hug him, he turns into a bunny, but when he turns back into the human, he's naked. But it's totally okay because everyone's junk is covered by poof, a little cloud of smoke. Now I'm probably going to sound really stupid, but although I understood that every time someone gets hugged, they turn into an animal thingamajigger, it didn't occur to me that that was the actual curse. Because every time they started talking about a curse, I kept thinking like, oh my gosh, there's a curse on top of them turning into fuzzy wuzzies. And it wasn't actually until the end and until I'm like, oh, them turning into animals was the curse. 4.0 in high school. Should always ask the Asian kid. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't even bother doing a review on this series if it weren't for two things that happened. One, the bathroom scene. And I know as soon as I say bathroom scene, you probably think like girl naked in the shower. No, nothing like that. But undoubtedly the funniest part of the entire series. And number two, the ending. Now, usually I like it when the anime follows the comic to a T, but I don't think that's the case in here. I kind of like what they did. I like that they changed it because they did a good job with it. Even though it being 10 years old, and even though they don't use a lot of frames, I was blown away. Super shock. Oh, the ending just kind of made the rest of it worth it. And the villain of the story, to me, was probably the most interesting character, just because his voice was so creepy. It had that I've already planned how I'm gonna kill you kind of sound in the voice. And then if I think of it that way, it kind of makes me feel bad for him. So I've been trying to think of ways to humanize him for this video. So here's a few images that I found that I've compiled in a segment called Akito is Ryan Gosling.
Hey girl, I was just thinking about how there are so many starving children out there who don't give a damn about me dying. Hey girl, I get so angry when I accidentally miss an episode of Gossip Girl. Hey girl, I was admiring how neatly your shoes were designed right before I took a big
Did any of those work? I don't think so. I tried. I think sometimes it's impossible to have sympathy for him. It's like those characters in those Korean dramas where they threaten the guy that they're in love with that if they leave them for the main character girl, they will kill themselves. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Today's word is JIKI, which means honest. So honestly, what did you think of Fruits Baskets? Basket. Tell me below. That's it for this video. See you next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.